So I took over the farm from my father in 1980, and it was a small dairy farm. And my dad farmed roughly about 100 acres. We all grew up on the farm as children. I'm completely feral, but worked on the farm all our lives. I then went off and worked on the farms, went to college and stuff, and then the opportunity for my dad to buy the farm came up. So he bought the farm, and I took over when I was 20. So I had to change things drastically, and then unfortunately I was stuck. Fortunately I had some children, or unfortunately. So we had kids, and so I had to get a job to keep everything afloat. So I worked for the National Trust for 20 years, firstly fixing footpaths out on the fells, and walling and all the sort of estate jobs, and then I became a project manager, managing lots of different jobs out in the countryside, and then became a countryside manager for basically the whole of the South of the Lake District. And then I was ill, and my wife decided to leave me. So again, I had to rethink of things again, and I decided that basically I wanted to give my job up and work on the farm because that's what I loved, and I really enjoyed my job, but I had to make some choices. And so we decided to look at how we could make more from the farm and how we could make the farm profitable without having to work off the farm. So instead of selling things as a commodity, we decided to try to sell things directly. And we tried lots of things. And I always think that start small and grow bigger, rather than a lot of people set up a farm shop, spend thousands of pounds, and then it doesn't work. So we just put a hut on the side of the road, and it didn't work. So we decided to do a website and sell things online, and that really took off. And then we've kept coming up with more and more products and using the animals we produce as everything we can off them. So we sell Jersey milk soap, we sell sheep skins as well as the meat. We sell horns to off the cows, and so basically we can double our income from the animal by using everything from it, rather than selling it to the auction where it just disappears for a price, which sometimes is all right and sometimes isn't. But we're always adaptable. So if the price of, say, beef or lamb in the auction is really good, then we'll sell more that way. And if it's bad, then we can sell more the other way. So obviously, doing more with the animals takes a lot of time and expense, but you're making the most out of what you produce, is rather than being told that you do this and that and the other. So I'm trying to think of dates now, but saying 2010, both me and Maria worked off the farm, and I ran the farm in my spare time. Now we both work on the farm, and we have one full-time member of staff and two part-time staff on the same amount of land, because we're doing things differently and producing products that go direct to the consumer.